Hello, everyone. Well, today is a special day because we are featuring someone who specializes in hair, thinning hair, balding hair, gray hair, losing hair, and maybe your scalp. She's actually a doctor of medicine, MD, and she used to be our family doctor for more than a decade. But guess what? She switched to hair care. She's really making a lot of people happy because of the magic she does for their hair. And the reason why I'm featuring her today is because I know that women and even men are concerned about hair. It's our crowning glory. And as a matter of fact, it does a lot of wonders for us, especially if you're a little bit concerned about how you look. Like, for example, if I left my gray hair to just show itself, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be as confident. I am pro age. I believe that aging is part of our process, it's part of life, and we have to embrace it. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't embrace things that make us feel good about ourselves. We do whatever we have to do to make us feel confident. It's up to you, whatever makes you happy. So, as I mentioned before, I will be featuring amazing women on this channel. So, today I have a surprise for you. As I mentioned, she's specializing on something that we women have to really be mindful of, our hair. Ladies and gentlemen, hang in there tight, sit tight, get your drink, grab your snack, because I'm introducing to you the amazing Dr. Richie Ann Rodriguez. Hi, Dr. Rodriguez.
That was a wonderful intro.
Welcome.
Thank
Of
you.
course. Welcome to the show. I've been wanting to guest you for a long time. Thank you for taking care of me and my family, and now for taking care of my hair. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me here. Thanks, Jackie.
Well, I'm so proud to have you on my show, because we rely on you a lot. And I've seen what you do for people in terms of their hair. I've seen bald heads suddenly turn into hairy heads. Is that how we say it? And I go like, someone's responsible for this transformation. It's got to be you. Okay. Well, I know you've set up a clinic. It's Hair Haven Clinic, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
it's in Port Coquitlam.
Perfect. Well, tell us a little bit about your clinic. When did you set it up? And what are your hours and why? What's the mission of Hair Haven?
Part of what I do is surgical hair restoration, and I do that in Vancouver. Over the years, I realized that when clients come and they're not surgical candidates, we tend to turn them away because we don't have solutions for hair restoration for them that are non-surgical. And that's when I started thinking of bridging that gap. That's why I thought of Hair Haven.
Why hair? Is it the most in demand or is it the most neglected?
For me, it's deeply personal. I remember when I was a child, look at my hair. I have lots of it. It's very personal for me because when I was in high school, I was bullied for my hair. It's an all girls Catholic school, and my seatmates from the back would insert objects in my hair, pens, clips, whatever, twigs, and I wouldn't feel it because it's so poofy. I would not even feel it, and I would walk in the campus with that. And then of course they would laugh at me, and I would be wondering why would they laugh at me until I figured it out somehow. That could have easily, crushed my self-worth.
Yeah,
Um, but it didn't break me. But it did make me hyper aware of how hair is so much tied to our identity and how others perceive us, right? Hair carries so much emotional weight because it's especially for women,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's not just vanity, it's deeply tied to our self-expression and our confidence. That's why when I had the chance, I thought to myself, I'm going to help women, not just women, but everybody, reclaim themselves once more through their hair, if that is the portal, through their hair, so that it's not just reclaiming their beauty, it's reclaiming their self-worth.
I agree. And
That is a long answer to your question.
which is very important and which is heavy, which is loaded. And the good thing is because my channel, my platform is all about self-empowerment.
Right, yes,
And
yes.
that's why you are perfect
Thank
for
you.
this episode because we want to share information to our audience, to all of you who are watching. This episode is something that could be very, very important to you, and you can share it with someone you know, right? Because even for me, as you know, right, my biggest insecurity is my hair. So, but it helps when I fix my hair because I have very thin hair. I'm wearing extensions right now. And thank you because I went to your clinic and you studied my hair and my scalp, talking about scalp, and I'm very thankful because I see the relationship between my hair and, as you say, the
Good,
the burdens that I have, the
good.
experiences I had in my life. I was just thinking right now, scalp. What is the relationship between scalp and hair, if there's any?
If you can imagine your scalp is the soil and your hair is the plant, or just imagine a patch of garden, a patch of grass. So your scalp is the soil and your hair is the grass. And much of what you see, I know the medical world deems the hair shafts as dead, right? But they may be dead in terms of they don't bleed when we cut them. But if you can imagine these hairs, they are the visible extension of your inner health. They get affected long before you feel symptoms in other parts of your body. They are our antennas to the outside world, if you can believe that. Imagine them like a USB on a computer.
Mm-hmm.
So the computer, say it's the scalp, the computer is alive, and the hair shaft is the USB that is connected to that. Unlike other organs where they are hidden, changes in your internal landscape is already reflected in the hair before you even feel it as a symptom. It's like a living billboard of what's happening inside you, if that makes sense. That hair is an antenna, it picks up data from the field that we are immersed in and then relays that data internally so we can process it. So, like a USB stick, it holds memory, it holds ancestral memory, it holds your memory from the time you were born. If you analyze each single hair, it echoes emotional seasons of your life. It reflects your internal landscape.
Yeah. So I'm thinking now, how does genetics play a role in the hair of someone who, say, takes care of their hair, if that's even possible, if they take care of their hair the right way? Is it possible for genetics to be overruled because, okay, I'm going to take care of my hair because my genetics is like my dad had curly, dry hair, my mom had thin hair.
You have to understand that the scalp and the hair compose the physical dimension of you.
Mhm.
But beyond the physical, you are also an energy body. So when it comes to genetics, yes, the DNA of your ancestors are in that physical element, but so are their experiences, so are their suffering, joy is also embedded in your DNA, and that's the emotional and mental layer.
I'm Filipino. We're Filipino, right? In our time, when you have so many problems, they have this cartoon drawing of people with curly hair around. You're scratching your head. You have so many problems. I think that's an exact
Yes,
representation of someone who has so many problems and it affects your hair. So you look so
yes.
thinning and bald.
Back to your question, how does genetics play? It plays a role. However, it doesn't answer 100% of hair problems. It
Mm.
contributes to it. But again, if you understand it from the physical slash emotional slash mental layers, because you are that multifaceted as an individual, the genetics is only a piece of that pie. There are external factors, for example, stress, right, from day to
Mhm.
day living, chronic stress,
Agree.
or emotional. stressors like you're feeling unsupported in life, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So there are also external factors that affect your emotional and mental landscape, not just genetics.
How early should someone be aware? Like, not that we are aware, like, okay, I should not have problems, but how early should we watch our hair health, if that's even possible? How young in life?
I don't think there is an age. For sure, you should start paying attention as early as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I would say though that when you do approach the taking care of your hair from not from a place of fear, not from a place of, oh my God, I'm gonna lose hair, so I need to do it, you know. Approach it from a place of reverence. One of the things that I so enjoy when I see clients is getting them to that space where they can have a relationship with their body again. Because if you approach your hair care like you would a temple, because your body is a temple, right? And so if you have a relationship, a deep relationship with your body, then hair care doesn't become a chore. It becomes a ritual. Imagine you're applying shampoo. It might be a mundane activity, but
Mm-hmm.
you can convert it to a ritual because you are nourishing your body. You're all the time talking to your body. I love you. I cherish you. I'm doing this so that I can nourish you. Affirmations to you're loving yourself.
I love that, right? Spend my 1 second. I've been an hour in the shower. I'm still loving myself. It's
Loving
been
you.
2 hours.
When you put oil on your hair, I love you so much. Thank you.
Oh, does that mean so? Is that part of the care you give your hair clients?
It is. With my work, I'm a physician and I do surgeries, but my work goes beyond that. How
Mm-hmm.
I see my hair or my work with hair, it's a very sacred work for me. Um, what I bring to this space and how I would say what differentiates me from other clinics is, and you've witnessed this, it's the deep listening that I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very from the get-go, when I receive you as a client, if you notice, the very first thing that we do is a clarity call, right? When I sit with you on Zoom, it's a 30-minute call. I sit with you on Zoom, and what is
Mm-hmm.
that about? I'm listening to your story, your story. So I have part of the equation. By the time you come in, I know part of it, part of your story. As soon as you sit down, we do a scope, wherein it's a magnified view of your
Mm-hmm.
scalp. I liken it to like a rover on Mars. So that's another piece of the story that I'm getting. And then the final piece, I would say, is what I call the scalp reset. And what that is so we have your story, I have the objective findings,
Mm-hmm.
and now the final piece is your story, the scalp story. And how do I get that? It's a deep listening. It's me going within me, like a meditation. You're going into your center. I'm going into my center, into my heart space, and I'm connecting with your scalp in the field. I'm connecting with the frequency. And what you are not aware of as you're sitting there, because all I ask you to do is, okay, close your eyes, go to your happy place.
Mm-hmm.
What I am doing is I'm communicating with your scalp. If you notice, I'm behind you and my hand is on your head. I'm communicating and I am telling the scalp, I am ready to listen to your story. And oh my God, does that scalp talk?
Is my
Oh,
scalp as much a talker as I am in person?
yes, yes, yes. And it reveals to me stories that you yourself may not be aware of, or the client himself herself may not be willing to share at that time. I have witnessed that a lot. And as they are talking, I am expressing what I am hearing from the
And they confirm.
story, right? So as I express it, the client will either say, yes, that's my story, or no, but I haven't gotten a no so far. I'll give you an example. There's a client who is in the politics in our area as a political figure. And I didn't know much about her life story. She just came in. So I was listening to the scalp and the words of service was coming through. So the scalp essentially said, we are in service. We are in service. And sometimes we are over giving, we are over efforting. But you know what? We will continue to be of service because we love to serve. I know it may sound weird, but that's how I communicate with the scout. And
Wow.
then so when I have all of that information, your information, the Land Rover on Mars, the scalp story, then I integrate all of that. And that's what I present to you. It's an unfolding. It's like a scroll. I unfold it
Mm-hmm.
during your visit so that you have now a choice of, okay, now I'm seeing the path before me. What do I want to do with it?
Like an aha moment for us all.
Yes. It's
See,
a
this
very
is
unconventional approach.
yes, I was just gonna say it's unconventional. People are not aware of it, and who would have thought that your hair is actually like a window, your window to see through what's inside us,
It's
right?
beautiful if you connect with the hair that way. It's beautiful because your story comes out authentically, despite yourself, despite you wanting to hide your story from the world. It comes out in the scalp.
And the good thing is now I'm seeing that's where your healing starts. Your
Mhm.
healing within and healing of your hair.
Mhm.
That's where you recover.
Yeah.
I think, because you are able to. And that's how I felt when I had my session with you. I
Oh, that's
felt
great.
that I was remembering things that I forgot.
Good.
You know, it's like your life flashing in front of your eyes, of your mind. And it's
The
good to know.
how I perceive my work, yes, I am, and I am in the medicine space. At the same time, I am merging medicine with meaning. I am decoding what the symptoms are. And you said you remembered some things about yourself that you had forgotten. And what I provide is a space of remembering because there is nothing that I need to fix. There's nothing that needs to be fixed. Your hair is not broken. It's
Mhm.
just a messenger. And so if you heed the message, if you just sit long enough with yourself and heed the message, there is nothing to fix. We don't need to go into rabbit holes.
Nice.
All I'm doing is providing the space so that your scalp can exhale and start regenerating on its own.
So when can we say that it's time for someone to go to you and see you for help?
Of course, as soon as you see symptoms, then it's a nudge from your body. Most of the time, the clients that come through do have hair problems, do have
Mhm.
scalp problems. I do see clients who don't have that concern, but that's a different work that I do. The hair for me, the hair clinic is my front a storefront
Mhm.
because there is a deeper work that I do and I lead them to the back door. So the ones that are led to the back door may not necessarily have hair and scalp issues, but they are or may be struggling with um, deeper emotional and mental issues.
Struggles, or
Yeah.
which is good because it just goes to show that you have already an initial sort of
It's a portal.
diagnosis, or
Yes, it's a
you
gateway
call, yes,
for people
gateway.
to come. And then if they are feeling called to do a deeper inner work, then I lead them to the back door.
Mhm.
I lift
Ha.
the curtain and I say, "Here you go." I do a deeper dive with them, so that's separate. The deep dives are about 1 to 2 hours, but that's separate. I do have a YouTube channel on that one if you're interested. But yeah, not everybody may manifest with hair issues, and so does that mean they don't seek help? They may have other issues other than hair. So if you're feeling that you need, if you know that you need help, then just ask for help.
Exactly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the links to your YouTube channel, your Instagram, your social media
Thank you.
platforms all over here, so
Mhm.
that if anyone needs to contact you and they can consult with you online. Is that possible? Because not
Yes,
everybody is from Greater Vancouver.
yes. I
Oh,
do online consultations,
that is
and
so
there are
good.
many avenues to
That
reach
is
me.
so good. And personally, the one thing that makes me feel very secure when I see you, like I feel that I'm not going to have any bad side effects, if you call it, because you are a physician. You have the scientific knowledge, experience, and foundation for you to actually treat hair. So it's like a specialty, if I can call it that. Right. And I'm sure everybody will feel just as good, like, okay, she's actually a doctor. She does surgeries. Like, okay, what's hair to her? Right. So,
Yes.
so I'm sure your clients, you also took care of my skin. When I talk about having, we did our, what do you call that again?
Microneedling. Yeah, I still
Micro
do that.
needling.
Yeah, I'm still.
Because I know you take care of skin too, right? So the fact that you are actually a doctor made me 100% trust you to
Thank
poke
you.
all those needles, right? Otherwise, it's sometimes it takes a lot of, you have to study the person, right? And I'm just so lucky that we know who you are. And that's why this episode is out here, so that people will see that there are actually highly skilled physicians like you who look into further the other parts of our body because of something that's probably needing more healing inside, right?
And that's, I would like, yeah, I would like to speak to that. In as much as, yes, I have the training, I have the medical training, I am a physician. Um, I do my work with a lot of heart. It is sacred for me. It's not just a visit that you come in and you leave with, you know, being in the same place that you were before you came in. Um, what I try to do is to provide a space wherein you can have a deeper connection with yourself.
I love that.
For me, healing is when you remember you were never broken.
Oh, I love
Once
that.
you remember that, once you, it's not even understanding because your body knows it, your soul knows it. But once you remember that you were never broken, then your healing begins. It has begun.
Wow, I love that. And
And
that's a
I am just here
great,
to provide that space for you to remember.
wow. Okay, I think we need another episode, but for now, I really want my audience to already really know how valuable it is to take note of their hair. What's your message for them who are watching right now?
Your hair has been telling you something. Has your body is always communicating with you, not just the hair. Your other parts of your body, they are always communicating with you. They love you. They have always been working with you. The only mandate of the body is to uphold life. That's it. And it will. With or without you, it will. So don't you want to come along for the ride? Don't you want to be aware of the magic that they are doing for you and with you?
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. And this is perfect. And I do thank you for joining me. This interview has opened a lot of doors to so many other questions that I'm sure I will ask. So if I'm sure my audience will want to see you again. So we have to make sure that I meet with you again. But for now, I am so, so thankful that you came into my show and
Thank
I can't
you.
wait to visit you again. And thank you for taking care of my hair, my family, my skin.
Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for, yeah, just by being my loyal, most loyal friend. Thank you so much.
Of course. And I am so, so proud to know you.
I love how our relationship from patient physician unfolded throughout the years. And our relationship, our personal relationship, I would say, is a reflection of my relationship with my patients. Because I don't call them patients anymore. But when I
I,
was had a family practice, that's what kept me going. It was the meaningful connections that I had with my patients. I so love my patients. They're
oh
like
my God, I really so love you.
they are my the extensions of my family. Literally, they are family to me, and I miss those interactions. I still miss it.
That's true. Like we always look forward to see you, because we can chat openly, whether it's our body secrets or
Yeah,
whatever,
whatever topic. Yeah.
because there's that trust already that we will have forever and ever. You
Oh,
become our BFF.
thank you. Thank
And
you.
you'll be the BFF of many women I know who are watching this episode. And so don't forget, ladies or even men, look
Mhm.
up the links here. and get to know Dr. Richie Ann Rodriguez more, contact her, send her an email. I'll have her email address on here and find her. Because if you don't find her, she's gonna find you, right? It was such an amazing interview, and I promise you, we gotta have a second one. And that's exactly why we had this episode. We're
Yeah.
here to find more meaning about our lives. And I'm so grateful that you joined us today, Dr. Richie
Oh,
Ann.
I'm grateful that you invited me. Thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank,
for being on the show.
thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you. Love you.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.